I have a pretty close-knit family, two great parents who really supported me in everything I did when it came to athletics, when it came to academics. They were behind myself, my back. I have a younger sister and then an older brother, so I mean they were extremely supportive parents. And then my brother and sister and myself, we're very supportive of each other too. I think we're pretty close-knit. I go to school with my brother now, and my sister will be up here attending University of Georgia next year, so I'm kind of excited about that. And we've always been really close to each other no matter what, so it's nice to be with them. And it was kind of hard at first coming to Georgia, not being with them, being so far away from my family, considering how close we are. But when my brother came here, it definitely helped out a lot, and now my sister. So it's like I said, it's a very close knit family, a great family, and a very supportive family, and that's really got me.
Recruiting, things like that?
High school ball was a lot of fun. Probably the most fun anyone will ever have playing football. I mean, you're with your friends who you grew up with since you were 8, 9, 10 years old, playing football with them in Pee Wee, and then you get to high school and you're on the same team with them then too. So it was a great time, a lot of fun, made a lot of memories. Won 2 state championships, and but I say the time that I realized that hey, I do have a shot to play would have to be probably heading into my junior year. The spring game, heading into my junior year, had a pretty good game, and got my first offer from Ole Miss after that game, and I was like, wow. I never really thought about it. All I ever thought about was, hey, just playing football, just going out there having fun. Really wasn't thinking anything about college. I mean, always had dreams to play, but never really seriously thought about it. And when I got that first offer, it really kind of shook me up a little bit. Kind of made me realize, hey, maybe I do have some talent. Maybe I do have some potential to play. And from then on out, I really changed my whole mindset and started working harder. Started going to camps. Started doing just a lot more stuff to make sure I could perform on the field. Probably my top 3 were University of Georgia, University of Florida, and UCLA. It was 3 great schools, tremendous coaches, tremendous talent, and in the end, it was a gut decision. I knew, my mom would always joke with me. I'd go to one visit to a college, and I would leave there and be like, hey, I want to commit here. I'm ready to commit. And I remember I was on a visit to one school. I was on a visit to Georgia, loved it, called her, hey, I'm ready to commit. She just laughing. Went on a visit to another school, left there, and she's like, oh, you ready to commit to this school now too? And I was like, no, I want to go back to Georgia. And at that moment, I knew that Georgia was for me. I just wanted to come back and come back and come back. And I just really fell in love with this place and have no regrets to this day. A lot of people looked at that situation like, wow, two top guys. I mean, Zach and I are both in the Elite 11 the summer before in high school, and 2 top quarterbacks. And a lot of people were surprised both of us came to Georgia together. And I knew heading in, Georgia told me from the beginning of my recruiting process that, hey, we're trying to take 2 quarterbacks this year. We're a little low on guys, and we need some guys. So I knew I'd be coming in with someone pretty talented. I'd seen Zach play before, and I was looking forward to the challenge. I've never really backed down from a challenge before, and I knew in the end it was going to make me better, and that's what it did. I mean, Zach and I, off the field, even on the field, I mean, we're friends. I mean, we were out there supporting each other, giving each other high fives, and it was a battle. I mean, we wanted it more than anything, and it definitely made each of us better. I know it made me better. I know him. Every time he went out there and made a great play, I was like, hey, now it's my turn to go out there and make some plays. Let me show you guys what I can do. And it definitely it made me work harder, and I definitely don't think I would have had the year I had last year if I didn't have him pushing me in my first 2 spring practices. Obviously the first game was awesome to be on the field at Sanford Stadium with a packed house and to have all those fans cheering and throw my first touchdown pass at Chris Durham. I mean, that was a pretty exciting moment, a moment I've been waiting for since I got here to Georgia. So that was a great time. And then I think one of my better moments and best moments for as an offense would have to be the second half of the Florida game. I mean, we ended up losing the game, but to turn around from losing that first half and really come out that second half, and I think we scored I think on all 4 possessions we had the ball second half, just moving the ball down after down after down, and that was probably the most fun I've ever had playing football that second half. I mean, it stinks that we lost the game in the end, but I had a lot of fun that second half. We looked awesome on offense, and that was probably the 2 most exciting times of the year for me. That was a rough game. Definitely took some shots that game, but every game you're gonna take your hits. I mean, you just got to get up and keep chugging. I mean, I'm gonna stand there and play every down. I mean, the only way I'm not gonna play is if I can't walk or I had a broken arm or something like that. But if I'm able to get up and walk and play, I'm gonna do what I can. And it was definitely a hard knock game. We were getting hit, they were getting hit. We were putting points on the board. Pretty much at will that first half. And second half, we came out strong and just didn't finish the game in the fourth quarter like we should have. But like I said, me personally, I'm going to keep playing no matter what. They're going to have to carry me off the field in order for me not to get, be out there with my teammates. I'm excited for this year. We have, I think, a tremendous amount of talent, unbelievable amount of talent, and a great mindset heading into this year. I feel like our guys are ready to go. We've worked extremely hard since January. I think had one of the best springs practices since I've been here. So I'm excited. I know as an offense, I feel good with what we have. I feel good with the talent around us. I feel good with the leadership we have. I feel like we have some great leaders who are ready to step up and really take this team on their shoulders. So I think we just got to keep up the momentum we've had since spring practice and carry that over into the summer workouts. And I think we'll be ready to go. I mean, those first 2 games are they're going to be tough ones. I mean, they're going to be national TV. Both of them. And I really think those 2 games can really make or break our season. So we're just gonna have to come in with the mindset that hey, we can't come out with a slow start. You got to come out firing on all cylinders and ready to go. And you just got to prepare all summer and all camp and make sure you're ready to go and ready to battle. Full 4 quarters. Ever since I was younger, my parents have always been academics first, and you never know how long football is going to take you. I mean, you'll know, one play you're out and your career could be over, or you might not make it to the league, and then you got to go find a job. So I take academics very seriously. My parents have really stressed that on me, and ever since I got here, I've really tried hard to strive well in the classroom, and currently have like a 3.3, 3.4 GPA right now cumulative. Even during the football season, like you said, I took a pretty heavy workload, and actually that was the first time I've ever had a 4.0 in a semester in college. So it's nice to have all the help and support too that we get. I mean, they make sure that we stay on top of our grades with tutors, with you go in and have a mentor and have mentoring hours and things like that. So they give us all the necessary tools to strive not only on the field but in the classroom also. And I'm definitely blessed that I have the opportunity to come to such a great school and hopefully graduate in 3.5 years and then start working on my master's and hopefully get that in 5 years. So that would I'm just trying to take full advantage of all the things that the University of Georgia's given me.
Last question.
I love giving back. I think that's probably the best thing that you could do if you're a member of the University of Georgia football team. I mean, a lot of people in this community look up to us and wish they could be in our shoes, and it's the best feeling in the world for me to be able to go back out and help out in the community and really see how much we can really brighten someone's day. And one event I did a couple months ago, kids with mental disabilities, they had a little fashion show sort of thing where I got to go out there and walk the kids down the aisle, and they would sing and dance, and it was exciting just to see the smiles on their face and how excited they were when myself and a couple of the guys on the team were walking them down the aisle, and just how much it brightened their day and their parents' day and their maybe their brothers and siblings' day or their brothers and sisters' days, and that really, as much joy and happiness it brought them, it brought me 10 times that much. I love doing that stuff. It really warms my heart, and it's something that, like I said, being a University of Georgia football player, I think it's definitely a privilege.